Welcome again to the London Quiz. Today, questions about people and what they do. Now, this is Mrs. Walters. Welcome, Mrs. Walters. Mrs. Walters comes from Croydon, near London. She lives in Brixton Road.
23 Brixton Road.
Thank you, Mrs. Walters. Now, what does Mrs. Walters do? What's her job? Mrs. Walters will show us, and you will say what she does.
She's making dinner. She's cooking. She's a cook in a restaurant.
No, she isn't a cook.
She's a housewife. She's making dinner for her husband.
No, that's wrong, too. Now, listen. What is Mrs. Walters' job?
I don't know.
All right. Mrs. Walters is a hairdresser. She's a hairdresser. Next, Mr. Charlton. Mr. Charlton lives in Birmingham. And what is his job? Look.
He works in a garage.
No, you're wrong. He doesn't work in a garage. Now, listen.
Ow! He's a dentist.
Yes! You're right. He's a dentist. Mr. Charlton is a dentist.
Who's that man?
Which man?
The one in the dark suit.
That's my husband, Henry.
No, not Henry. Who's that with him? Who's he talking to?
He's talking to Francis Matthews. Francis lives in the next flat.
What does he do? What's his job?
He's an actor. On television.
An actor. I like actors. Is he a good actor?
She's talking about me. Who? That woman in the funny hat.
Oh, Mrs. Robinson, yes. She likes you, I think.
Yes, I'm afraid she does.
Is he married?
No, he isn't. Do you want to meet him?
Yes.
Oh, what's the matter? They're coming this way. Who? Your wife and that woman.
Oh. Francis, this is Mrs. Robinson.
How do you do, Mrs. Robinson?
How do you do?
Do you like the party, Mrs. Robinson?
Oh, yes, it's a very good party. Now, Francis, tell me about your work. You're an actor, I believe.
Oh.
What's the matter? Is Francis ill?
I don't know. But he doesn't look well.
Perhaps he's got a headache. Wait a moment. Francis, you don't look well. What's the matter?
Ah, you've got a headache.
I think so. Yes, I've got a headache.
You need a doctor.
But there isn't a doctor here.
Oh, yes, there is. Sheila over there is one. Ah, come with me, Francis. I'll be back in a minute.
Now, let's look for your husband.
He's wearing a blue suit. A very old blue suit. He always wears it at parties.
Ah, there he is. He's got a bottle in his hand.
Who's that with him?
Are you ill?
I think so, but I don't know. I didn't feel very well in there.
You don't look very ill. Perhaps you need some food. Are you hungry?
No, I'm not hungry.
Are you thirsty? Do you want a drink?
No, not now. Thank you.
Are you hungry, Mr. Robinson? Would you like some food?
Yes, please.
No, my husband doesn't eat at parties. He's too fat. Aren't you, James?
I'm fatter than you, dear.
Would you like a drink? Another drink.
Yes, please. I'm very thirsty.
Where's Francis Matthews?
He's with the doctor. She's giving him some medicine.
Take this medicine. You'll feel better.
Oh.
You'll feel fine tomorrow. Shall we go back to the party?
Yes. Let's go back. I feel better now. I feel better.
I feel awful.
I feel awful, too. Why do we have parties?
I don't know.
Come in.
Good morning.
Hello, Francis. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm fine. I feel better. I took some of this. Would you like some?
No, thank you.
Go away.
Oh. Sorry. Goodbye.
What do they do?
O que fazem? Algumas vezes é fácil identificar o trabalho das pessoas para falar o que fazem.
He's a policeman.
He's a policeman.
Policial. Pode-se dizer pelo seu uniforme.
What do these men do?
Jogam futebol.
They play football. They're footballers.
São jogadores de futebol. É óbvio. Aqui os competidores terão que adivinhar o que as pessoas fazem. Eles usarão mímica para tal.
Now, what is she doing?
She's making dinner. She's cooking. She's a cook in a restaurant.
Não, ela não é cozinheira.
No, she isn't a cook.
She's a housewife. She's making dinner for her husband.
Uma dona de casa? Errado novamente.
Now, listen. What is Mrs. Walters' job? Mrs. Walters is a hairdresser. She's a hairdresser.
She's a hairdresser.
Ela é uma cabeleireira e trabalha num salão.
She works in a hairdresser's.
Algumas vezes pode-se dizer o que as pessoas fazem somente olhando para elas. Por exemplo, poderia dizer o que Francis faz? Saberia que é um ator?
What does he do?
What's his job? He's an actor. On television.
He's an actor.
É um ator. Ator de televisão.
He's on television. He's on TV. He's a television actor.
Sim, é um ator de televisão. E também trabalha no teatro e em filmes.
He acts on television.
In the theatre.
In films.
As festas. Se você está numa festa, pode querer falar com uma pessoa que você não conhece. A senhora Robinson quer conhecer a Frances.
Who's that man?
Which man?
The one in the dark suit.
Who's that man?
Quem é aquele homem? Às vezes pode haver problemas para identificar a pessoa certa.
Which man? Which?
Neste caso, a pergunta é: qual dos dois homens que estão em frente à lareira?
Which man?
Ou também poderia dizer:
Which one?
qual deles?
The one in the dark suit.
One. Which one?
The one. The one in the dark suit.
O de traje escuro. Não é uma resposta muito precisa. Por isso, não conseguiram identificar a pessoa certa.
That's my husband, Henry.
No, not Henry. Who's that with him? Who's he talking to?
He's talking to Francis Matthews.
Who's that with him?
Quem é aquele com ele?
Who's he talking to?
Com quem ele está falando?
Who?
Ambas as perguntas se referem a Francis. Mas na primeira, Francis é o sujeito da pergunta.
Francis is with him.
Na segunda, Francis é o objeto.
He's talking to Francis.
Observe a preposição.
To.
Who's he talking to?
He's talking to Francis.
Francis não quer realmente conhecer a senhora Robinson.
She's talking about me. Who? That woman in the funny hat.
She's talking about me.
Ela está falando de mim.
About.
Mas a mulher com o chapéu engraçado está decidida a conhecê-lo.
Do you want to meet him?
Yes.
Porém, festas não são só para conhecer pessoas.
Are you hungry, Mr. Robinson? Would you like some food?
Yes, please.
hungry?
Está com fome?
Hungry?
E logo depois,
Would you like a drink? Another drink.
Yes, please. I'm very thirsty.
I'm very thirsty.
estou com muita sede.
Thirsty.
Enquanto isso, a Sra. Robinson ainda está atrás do desafortunado Francis.
Where's Francis Matthews?
You look ill.
I feel ill.
Sentir-se doente e melhorar.
What's the matter? Is Francis ill?
What's the matter?
Ou,
What's the matter with Francis?
qual o problema com Francis?
I don't know. But he doesn't look well.
He looks ill. He looks ill.
Ele parece doente.
He doesn't look well.
Ele não me parece muito bem.
Ill.
Well.
You look ill.
I feel ill.
You look ill.
I feel ill.
Sinto-me doente.
Look.
Feel.
Então, qual é exatamente o problema com Francis?
What's the matter?
Ah, you've got a headache.
You've got a headache.
Você está com dor de cabeça.
Have got.
Seguido da dor ou da doença em questão. Por exemplo,
A headache. You've got a headache.
talvez Francis esteja com dor de cabeça. Talvez não. De qualquer modo, está com a médica.
He's with the doctor. She's giving him some medicine.
Take this medicine. You'll feel better.
Take this medicine.
Tome este remédio.
You'll feel better.
Você se sentirá melhor. Ele tem que tomar o remédio primeiro, mas depois...
You'll feel fine tomorrow.
You'll feel fine tomorrow.
Amanhã se sentirá melhor. Ao contrário de seus anfitriões. Como se sentiram depois da festa? Se sentiram muito mal.
I feel awful.
I feel awful.
I feel awful too. Why do we have parties?
I don't know.
Come in.
Good morning.
Hello, Francis. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm fine.
Como descrever o trabalho das pessoas. Aqui Francis está na festa.
What does he do? What's his job?
Agora é sua vez de perguntar.
What does he do? What's his job?
He's an actor.
Francis é um ator e faz diferentes papéis. Aqui, por exemplo,
Where is he working?
quando ouvir, escolha a resposta certa.
Is he working?
In a restaurant.
Ou,
In a shop?
He's working in a restaurant.
What's his job? Is he
A cook?
ou,
A waiter.
He's a waiter. He's a waiter.
aqui Sheila está com Francis na festa.
Look at Sheila. What does she do? What's her job? Is she
A hairdresser?
Ou,
a doctor?
She's a doctor.
aqui está uma outra pessoa.
He works in a hotel.
What's his job? Is he
A porter.
Ou,
A waiter.
He's a porter.
finalmente você poderá participar do London Quiz.
Right. Now look and listen.
What's his job?
Tente novamente antes de ouvir a resposta certa.
He's a footballer.
Yes! Mr. Jones is a footballer. He comes from Tranmere. He plays for Tranmere Rovers, and he wears number 9.
Como identificar as pessoas? Repita 2 perguntas sobre a médica que está na festa.
Who's that?
That's Sheila.
Who's she talking to?
She's talking to Francis.
Aqui mais duas pessoas que também estão na festa.
Look at that man.
Which one?
The one on the left.
Who is he?
He's Mr. Robinson.
Who's he with?
I don't know.
Agora é sua vez de ajudar Francis a identificar a senhora Robinson na festa.
Look at the woman over there.
Which one?
That woman in the funny hat.
Mrs. Robinson. That's Mrs. Robinson.
Sim, ela é a mulher do chapéu engraçado.
Who is she talking about?
Francis. She's talking about Francis.
Sentir-se doente e melhorar.
What's the matter? What's the matter with you?
E a resposta:
I'm not well. I've got a headache.
Aqui estão mais algumas expressões.
You don't look well. You look ill.
E a resposta:
I don't feel well. I feel ill.
Agora coloque-se no lugar de Francis na festa.
You don't look well.
I don't feel well.
You look ill.
I feel ill.
I feel ill.
Francis tomou alguns remédios.
He looks better now.
He feels better.
I feel better.
Francis certamente não parece bem aqui.
He looks awful.
Como ele se sente?
Awful. He feels awful.